The city never sleeps, and neither do the dreamers who build its pulse. From every corner of the globe they come. Visionaries, creators, leaders, each carrying a spark ready to ignite the world. This is not an event, it's a revolution of rhythm and reason. A symphony of minds, a movement of momentum. Sifu Rafael, Lancelot, Jose Escobar. Together they set the stage for brilliance. This is the NYC experience. Mastermind, light up the city. They coming from the east, coming from the west. Knowledge on deck, put the truth to the test. Leaders in motion, hearts in sync, dropping wisdom so deep it'll make you think. They bring stories, sweat and flame, different faces, one shared name. Elevation, that's the sound. NYC experience, mastermind, where purpose is found.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Jose, he's like a
Why are
musician.
you laughing?
Because he's like a musician. We left, he wasn't there. We come back, he's right there.
It's
I wasn't expecting-
perception is reality. I was actually here the whole time.
All right. Good morning, Jose. How you doing, man?
Buenos dias. All is well here. I'm just enjoying my morning wellness shot here as I prepare for this morning full of tons of value, because I see what's behind the scenes. The people on the other side don't see it, but I see it, and I'm excited for what I see. We've got some heavy hitters back there.
Yes.
So let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and bring them on. We have Danny, Z, Jacqueline,
Hey.
and Renee. Woo.
Woo.
Everybody's in the house. Good morning,
Good
everybody.
morning, people. Good morning. How are you?
Well, that
Splendid.
intro was amazing.
Yes. I get jagged up every time I hear that song. It's beautiful.
Yes.
Let's work
Thank
it.
you,
Let's work it. I got to tell you, what an incredible, not only a lineup that we have coming to Tampa, but you guys are just phenomenal. I'm so thrilled. But today's topic is really something that's it's really good, because listen, we're constantly drowning in content. Access has never been easier, yet results are still rare. The gap is not knowledge, it's implementation. And that's what we're talking about today. Execution is the what?
Key.
Separator.
Separator.
Separator. Because
Separate.
for those people, and like I said, knowledge is there, but without its implementation, nothing. Who'd like to take a run with us?
Who's gonna start it off?
Okay,
I'll start anything off. I don't care. If you guys want to talk, what do you want? Well, how can I start talking? What would you like to know?
Danny,
Knew it.
talk about execution. Talk about the reason why we're here this morning and the importance of pulling the trigger, not just thinking, not analyzing, not planning and structure. What about the whole thing of taking action? What's important about execution?
Yeah. I don't think just for me, but certainly for all of these leaders who are on, and anybody who would like to be a player in this world. If you're looking for success, certainly talking about it or planning it could be super easy. Life isn't about a sticky note stuck on a screen. You got to do something about it. And when you take a look at somebody who has success, and everybody thinks it's lucky, it's not lucky. It's 32 hours a day of hard work. It's just one of those things that people thinks that success comes easy, and they don't see the hardships or the struggles that are behind it. But we, as entrepreneurs or business leaders, we put together a plan and we execute it and we make it work. And sometimes with failure. And because of that, that doesn't necessarily slow our drive. It just changes the momentum and the way we need to do it. And in order to find that success, we have to act on it and push forward. So if you're looking in any factor on how to find success or how to do it. Being on shows like this, listening and participating in shows like this are essential because you're getting the information from people who have been there. But hearing it isn't enough. You got to kick that door open and say, I'm here, let's do this, let's get it under control and strive for that success. I think I live for that day after day after day.
I love the fact that you said kick down the door, right? Because a lot of doors are going to be locked. And we think, oh no, I can't go through, I'm stuck. And I love that. Kick down the door. Listen, take a hammer, take whatever it takes, but go through and take action, because action, I think, is the most important thing. And everybody here does take action, right? Because without the action, we wouldn't even have gotten up this morning, right? Jacqueline is up 3 hours before us. Danny, I think you're at the same time zone we are, and I know you're in a beautiful island at the moment. And Renee, you're an hour before us, right? Jose, Lancelot, and myself, it's 7 o'clock for us, but for you guys, it's a little bit earlier.
Getting up early sucks under any circumstances.
No, it doesn't.
Nobody wants to set an
mindset.
alarm and wake up, but that's what winners do. Winners understand that something needs to be done, that execution is real, and because of that, they have the coffee, they have the shower, they have whatever it is to get going. Jose's got his energy shot and some orange juice to get, and then prepared for the rest of the day. And most people have tremendous success start much earlier than anybody else naturally would. And it's because life isn't easy, and you want to be the first person alert, whether you're at an office job or whether you're a keynote speaker or whatever. It doesn't matter. The one that's there, alert and ready to succeed, is the one that's going to. You got to execute. You got to go.
Absolutely.
You know, I have to share this. I keep thinking about the word action, and I did go to camp for a number of years, and I just keep thinking of the cheer ACT ION action, we want action ACT ION.
Yes.
But like doing what you need to do to get up and go and to start, whether it's starting your day, I mean, obviously, Dan, you just said it beautifully. You can plan all you want, but you have to actually take that first step. And sometimes it's uncomfortable to do it, or there might be fear, trepidation. Everybody has it. We just have to take the action to do it. And once you do it, maybe the fear is not going to go away right away. It will go away, but you have to keep doing the steps. You have to keep putting into action. And you have to take 2 steps. 1 step, you're teetering. 2 puts you into action, right? So take 2 steps, whatever those 2 steps are in the morning, to get you going, to start you on your plan, to start moving you forward. What 2 steps can you take today that's going to move you forward to make the action that you need to start your success or to keep putting your plan in motion?
So piggybacking off of that, Jacqueline, great points, Danny, Jacqueline. I'd love to hear Lancelot and Renee on this particular topic, since we're on it, and about execution first thing in the morning, right? Because too many people take their first L when they wake up, right? Snooze button. Like, okay, you started off with an L, then you don't make your bed. That's 2 L's. And then you procrastinate on things you should be doing to propel your day, and that's the 3rd L. And I can keep going, and we take these micro losses throughout the day that stack up throughout the day as well. And then we wonder why we're spinning our wheels. We wonder why we feel frustrated. We wonder why we feel like we're underperforming and not showing up, and we get the results, right? So you're not going to get what you want. You get what you give. You get what you show up for. So at the end of the day, for me, when I put my head on the pillow, I know the bookends of my day were strong, right? The way you start your day, the way you end your day, speak to each other. And you have to be very intentional. People always ask me all the time, whenever I'm having a call with somebody and I tell them my story, like, hey, I'm married, 6 kids, 2 businesses, and I say all these things. They're like, how in the world do you have time for your kids and for your wife? And how do you get all these things done? And can you explain to me, right? And I'm like, it's very simple. I wrote a book on the subject. It's called winning the day. How do I win my day, right? First of all, you only do the things that you consider to be a priority, right? It's not like, do I have the time to dedicate to my wife? Do I have time for my kids? No, they are a priority. So for me, on my calendar, you'll see my faith, then my wife, and then my children, and then my health, and then my business in fifth place. And it's very intentional. Everything is structured. I get more done in the morning in my morning routine from 4 to 7 than most people can get done in a week. I have very strategic systems on how I do it. I'm very structured with my planner. I mean, you name it, evening routine, same thing, because it gets the day started properly the next day and it ends a particular day properly. So these are just things to consider. But again, it goes down to execution, and execution starts from the moment you wake up.
Yes.
I love that,
Beautifully said.
Jose. Okay.
No, ladies first, and then I'll take out right after you.
Thank you. I love so much of what you said, because the mindset, your mindset matters from the time that you hit the floor. And one of the things that I think about is each day that we're here, it's a gift. So what gift am I giving the world? What gift am I giving to others? But what am I giving to myself? Because if I take that L and, oh, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that, that just keeps that ball rolling. But if I shift my mindset and saying, how am I going to be a gift, and making sure I'm doing those things, not just thinking about it, but that consistency, that intent, but putting action behind it. And writing those things down for me is a piece, because I think I always have a pad of paper next to me and I'm writing down those things. And yes, I'm that one who is going to put a little a note in a little box next to it and check it off, because that's that consistency and that routine, because it makes me execute and get things done, and it creates that consistency.
Beautifully said. And every one of you, I just ditto on what you're saying. And I'm a firm believer in systems. And execution is about systems and structures. I know for myself, getting up early was difficult in the beginning. And now I do it without an alarm clock. I get up 3:30, 4 o'clock every single morning without an alarm clock, because I follow specific systems. And after a while, those systems become a part of who you are, because it's about consistency. It's doing the same things, the small things, day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, and year in, year out. And after a while, the execution becomes about who you are as a person. For example, I get up every morning and the first thing I do is make my bed. After I make my bed, I make sure I don't open up my phone, because when you open up your phone and start scrolling through notifications, that right away breaks your the system. And then the next thing I do is I go downstairs, I have a cup of water, and I click on my awareness about, like you were saying, Renee, about how can I be the best that I could be today? What can I execute? How can I morally do something that'll make me proud of who I am as an individual? These are things that I do consistently every single day. And that's about execution, but also taking action. And when you do this every day, you have no choice but to be successful, because it's the small things that you do intentionally that create massive internal shifts. And I'll say that one more time. It's the small things that you do intentionally that create massive internal shifts.
I got to tell you, sometimes Lancelot and I communicate at 4 a.m.
Absolutely.
Yeah, don't do that with me, please. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, don't
Jose will communicate with you at 4 in the morning,
your
but he's just getting ready for bed.
usually between 4 and 7, I historically don't want people messaging me, just because that's my distraction-free time, right? Like, that literally is designed for all of the components of well-being and wellness for myself, spiritual, physical, emotional, mental, everything, right? And as soon as you start getting emails and text messages and phone calls and, hey, Dad, can you get this? Hey, hubby, can you help me with this? Or pet needs to be walked. Like, once all those things start to happen, then the deep work, that morning routine is not the same. So, but on a slightly different subject, And by the way, I'm not saying you guys can't call me. You know, if you're in the inner circle, which all of you here on this call are, you can reach out to me. I'm just saying I prefer not to welcome time within 4 to 7, but I will if I need to. So what I have found, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I think in this room we would all agree on some level that information a lot of times can be free. Ideas can be free. As a matter of fact, even access, if you're very strategic and you're a strong relationship builder, could be free. The really expensive thing that we find to be pricey at times is the execution, right? Execution can be expensive because there's usually risk involved. It takes effort. It takes courage. A lot of people sit on their, you know, butts and just don't move, right? And then they wonder what the catch is, and the catch is you're sitting on it, right? In today's world, in my opinion, and again, I'd love to hear your thoughts here. Us entrepreneurs, because all of us on this panel are entrepreneurs, business owners, leaders, entrepreneurs are overeducated. We are overeducated and under-executed. Did you hear that? Overeducated and under-executed. We know too much and we don't take enough action, and that's the problem.
I think we're in a virtual room of executors, right? And it doesn't mean we kill people. We kill the subject matter, if you will. Before we go on, I want to share with everybody who may be watching us, right? We are going to have a contest. We're giving away a ticket today. And all you have to do is hashtag Tampa. But you also have to be signed up to be able to do so on Facebook so that we can see it. So start with type in Tampa in the comments, and we're going to pick out a winner. Last time, I think I won twice, but I don't want to be the only one winning here. I want you guys to win. So here's the thing. You need to execute if you want to get your ticket. It's that simple. How hard is it to type in hashtag Tampa and say, I'm going to be in the room? But here's the thing. We can't get you to the event. You have to execute on the plan and how to get there.
Sifu, this is exactly what we're talking about, don't you think? We're just talking about how you're executing things in order to maximize your future and become that better version, that more successful, all of those things that we've all discussed and talked about. Somebody who's watching this right this very moment is on the wall on whether or not they should be in Tampa, which I think is ridiculous. You should just be in Tampa. You should be at an event that's going to change your life for the rest of your life. And you can't make it any simpler. Hashtag Tampa in the comments, and that's your first step towards executing a better tomorrow. The very moment you punch that in, you're making a commitment. It's almost like you're self-coaching or self-governing, and you're saying, I would like to be successful and in a room of people who are chasing that success and succeeding, and I'm going to learn from them. And it's so simple. Type it in, step forward, and do something for yourself that'll change you for the rest of your life. Join a group of like-minded people who are going to help you grow and become what you need to be in order to be a leader. It's perfect.
Yeah. When and you know what, in life, things are not necessarily free, even though we are giving this ticket away, but it's not free. Absolutely not. Because if you think you're going to come to our event and you're going to sit in the corner, don't come. We don't want you there. We only want winners who know how to execute, or at least are learning how to execute. We'll help you. We'll guide you. If you're not sure how to execute, we're here for you. And the funny thing is, at even some of our first events, we had people who would just they sat with their friend or their loved one, and they just sat and they talked just to each other. And I went over there and I said, excuse me, I'm going to steal him. Or excuse me, I'm going to steal her. They need to be introduced to somebody. And the other person's like, well, okay then. But here's the thing. And Jose has said it many times. Don't go to an event and only hang out with your bestie. Go to an event and tell your bestie, love you, I'll see you later. And then go mingle. Because the growth only happens when you get out of your comfort zone. I'll say that again. Growth only happens when you get out of your comfort zone. Let's get uncomfortable to become successful.
Absolutely. There's no growth in the comfort zone, as they say.
No.
Dreams die in the comfort zone. So
They do. It's interesting when so many people don't understand, they don't realize that when they walk into a room, it's not about being with the people that you already know. It's opening your eyes up to be and see who are the people in the room that you want to meet, that you need to connect with, that you don't know. Because you never know when you meet somebody, what can happen in a conversation. It is so important to be, but you have to also be open to it. Right.
Yeah.
And you have to also know that not everybody in the room is going to be the right person for you, but you'll never know unless you talk to them.
That's right. Leon took action
good
last
morning,
week.
Leon. Leon took action. That's right. Last week. Good morning.
And she's going to be in Tampa with us. Look at that.
Yeah, she wanted
But
to take
here's the thing. She was up early enough.
That's right.
And she took action. She was like, wait a minute. What? I can win? Boom. And she did. So the whole thing is, come join us. Think
When you
about
mentioned
one thing. Go ahead. No,
I was saying that's
you
when you mentioned comfort zone. You mentioned the comfort zone, and that just stuck with me because the comfort zone is almost like a killer of execution because it makes you feel like you're safe and you're protected, but you're taking the L's, as Jose said before. And so I just think that comfort zone is a killer of your execution. So if you want to excel, you want to be your best self, you got to step out of that. You can't normalize that. You have to step into and bring the energy, seek out the energy, because on this call, I am feeling the energy early in the morning, even without my coffee. And so, yes, this is my natural energy in the morning without that. And it's because being around like-minded people, and there's going to be plenty of that in Tampa. So you want to be in that room.
That's right. And just to piggyback on what you said, seek out like-minded people. If you're not around them, seek them out. Get on calls like this. Find environments where people are thinking like you and doing like you, because proximity is power. And that's very important in 2026, is if you really want to grow, then you have to surround yourself with like-minded people that are already doing what you are trying to do. And just being around them will step up your productivity by 15%. So that's very important. Environment.
I got to say something, and a lot of people will go to an event, but this is the 72-hour rule that I believe on, is that you act within 72 hours to break through the momentum. Otherwise, it fades. And most people leave an event emotionally high, structurally unchanged. They do nothing. They don't reach out. They don't say, hey, it was great to meet you. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about that. But it's not about selling yourself. It's about getting to know the other person. So maybe there's a collaboration that's going to happen. But a lot of people don't do that. And when you come to our rooms, we don't want you to do that. We want you to execute. And it's not you execute while you're there, but you don't let time fly. And then all of a sudden you go, oh, man, I should have. No, we're telling you now. A couple of days after, you reach out and you say, hey, so happy that I got to meet you, and so forth. And you make the conversation real, right? So here's the thing. I'm going to share something with you guys, if you don't mind. Let me grab it right here really quick and just take a quick look.
Have you been networking for years, meeting great people, having good conversations, but still feel like you're doing it alone? This might be the reason. Most people don't fail because they lack connections. They fail because they never turn connections into relationship capital. Hi, I'm Jacqueline. I've watched incredibly talented people stay stuck, not because they weren't capable, because they were randomly networking instead of building the right relationships intentionally. You see, in my system, we don't just exchange contacts. We build trust, we mastermind, we create strategic connections that actually move people forward personally and professionally. I work one-on-one with clients who are done guessing. My team and I bring clarity to their direction, sharpen their strategy, and help them leverage the relationships that matter most. If this sounds familiar, don't ignore it. Stop collecting contacts and start building relationship capital. I'm Jacqueline, and I'd like to connect with you.
Ta-da! Connect with
Love it.
Jacqueline. By the way, Jacqueline is our sponsor for New York City, Tampa Ignite. And when I said to Danny, he says, "What's the topic?" I said, "Ignite." He's like, "I love it," because Danny likes to blow. I'm going to say stuff up. I'm going to say the nice word, right? Danny, tell us about what you expect.
When somebody says ignite to me, it's usually because they're about to light me on fire. Okay. It's totally a different thing. And really, I guess if you describe that, that's a proper analogy, I guess, because I'm hoping that when I'm in Tampa, I just ignite everybody in the room. Now, I don't want them to let them burst in flames and have to roll around the way I generally do. But the truth of the matter is that's what we're trying is we all have an internal flame and we're trying to find a way to fan that flame and fuel it up in order to ignite into something much more powerful. So when I consider my own career and the challenges that I face, it's really about pushing so much farther and trying so much harder and believing in myself and that passion. And I think that the way you have to ignite yourself, the way you have to really show up and blow up, that this is a perfect opportunity for us to all look at it in that way. And I promise you that when I am there, I am super excited to be with absolutely everybody. Earlier, you're talking about the couple that are sitting at the back and you go and pull them away. I'm that guy. I'll pull everybody away and try to spend some time with them, because if you're showing up in the room, that's what it's about. It's about making friends, the friends that I have even here on this call. Like we met somewhere, we met at a place, we found a passion that ignited within us, and we grew as business leaders or entrepreneurs. And the reason why we get into these and do them over and over and over again is because we understand that we become a support team for one another. We all drink our own Kool-Aid, so we think our ideas are the best, and you need somebody with a business mind that can say, "I love you, but that's silly. And we should try something else or build from there." And that's where that comes from. So yeah, in Tampa, I'm super excited to literally ignite the room and selfishly ignite myself. If anybody thinks they're going to show up and I'm not going to get to know them, find out how we can talk together, work together, and build together, you're wrong. Everybody in the room should be looking at each other as a representation of somebody they need to know. Every single person in the room, no matter what level of business you're in or what you're doing, is going to be an inspiration to me in some fashion. And because of that, I can't wait to meet you or see you there, because it's going to benefit me as it's going to benefit you. So I think that that's kind of not just the way I'm looking at it, but the way everybody should. And often when I go to these events, I always say, you make sure you shake every hand, make sure you get every contact, make sure you do everything that you can in order to create those relationships. And that's where success comes from. So I will be the loudest in the room. I will certainly be the one that's running around and doing those things. And if you're not ignited in Tampa, you're fizzled out somewhere else.
And don't forget, you have to put Tampa, hashtag Tampa. We're going to do the giveaway in about 2 minutes, right? And so if you are not here, I'm sorry, you're not going to win. You would have had to execute to be here with us. And yes, and Danny, I got to say, there's no way that you can go to an event and miss Danny. There is no way. Same thing with Lancelot. These two guys, I mean, Lancelot's got all pizzazz, he's all sharp, and got the cool glasses and everything else. and we all show up differently. And all we're saying is be you when you show up. Don't try to be Lancelot. Don't try to be Danny. Don't try to be as beautiful as these two young ladies are with us, right? Be yourself.
Sifu, you just justified it with how you were saying we all showed up. When we talked about execution and ignite, you just summed it up. We all show up. We all got up. We all set our alarm. We all got our coffee. We are all talking about how we can support and execute one another. And then we're talking about igniting a stage. This is exactly what it should be and what your life needs to be when you're watching this. Whether you're watching it replay or you're watching it live, the truth of the matter is, what are you doing with your tomorrow? Here's an opportunity for you to be successful today.
And if I could just add, Danny, you had said something, I think months ago, that I have taken to heart, and I'm looking forward to igniting the room with not just how I come in, but purposely looking to help and introduce myself and help everybody, or whatever I could do to make the room a better place for each person. Now, you said that months ago, as a person that travels around the world, very well known, when you said that you walk around and ask if I can help set the room up, if I can push some chairs around, can I make this day a little better? How can I help to make this day better? That registered with me. That registered with me. So you're not just coming to show up and be you, which is nothing wrong with that. You're coming to show up to make sure you're helping everybody else have the best experience that they can possibly have. And that's different. And I took heed to that. And I will definitely be trying to do that in Tampa, because I think that makes everybody's experience better when you're out there trying to help others to be the best that they can and have the best experience that they can. So thank you for that, Danny.
I ordered extra chairs just so you can move them. Just So are you guys ready? Let's do this giveaway. Ready? I'm gonna go there and we're gonna hit it. We only have one entree. We only have one entry, so we cannot do it with only one. Unfortunately, we need more people to enter. So one entry does not clarify. We need multiple people to come in and enter. So I'm going to remove it until we get people to take action. It won't let me do it with one person because you're competing against yourself. So you're already a winner by putting it in, but maybe you need to get other people to go in there. I see Angeline is with us. Angeline, we would love for you to come in and put your name in. And I know Stephanie's is with us, right? She already put Tampa, right? And then Angeline needs to come in. So who's ready? Let's do it. Once I see that we have more people in, then I will definitely do it. It will be a pleasure. And you know, if anybody knows me, I love giving stuff away. I love giving stuff away. You know why? Because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good. When I can see somebody else smiling or happy, because I also like the hugs that I get afterwards. So execution, taking action, being in the room. What do we do while we're there? Danny talked about it. We all have talked about it. Renee, it's going to be the first time I'm going to see you in person. I cannot wait to hug it out. What do you?
I'm looking forward to it.
What do you expect as one of the speakers that's going to be there with us for you personally?
I am just excited. The experience. I'm a big energy person, and being able to experience the energy in the room and surrounded by people who are like-minded, who get it, who want to be there, who have something to give and are open to receiving it. So that's what I'm hoping. And I know that there's so much knowledge that will be there. And so every moment of every day, I'm looking for, what can I learn? How can I grow? So even the nuggets that you're sharing here today, I'm writing those down because those are things for me, but it's also something that I can be an extension of each of you to share the gift that you share with me. So I'm excited. I'm going to have my bag open and ready to receive all of these gifts and knowledge, but in return, being able to continue to extend that to others. So I'm going to have fun. And I want that music that we had at the beginning. I love some music. That's it right there.
So what you're saying is you want to hear it again now?
I do.
Okay, we're going to play it again, and then there is 2 entries now. So now we're going to play the music. We're going to come back, and you can hit Tampa. But let's take a look at the video one more time, because that is a rocking video, isn't it? Take a look.
The city never sleeps, and neither do the dreamers who build its pulse. From every corner of the globe they come. Visionaries, creators, leaders, each carrying a spark ready to ignite the world. This is not an event. It's a revolution of rhythm and reason. A symphony of minds. A movement of momentum.
Sifu Rafael, Lancelot, Jose Escobar. Together they set the stage for brilliance. This is the NYC experience. Mastermind, light up the city. They coming from the east, coming from the west. Knowledge on deck, put the truth to the test. Leaders in motion, hearts in sync, dropping wisdom so deep it'll make you think. They bring stories, sweat and flame, different faces, one shared name. Elevation, that's the sound. NYC experience, mastermind, where purpose is found.
All right, we're about to do, anybody who's just joining us, put hashtag Tampa. We're going to do a drawing. Let's see, do we have a drum roll here? Let's see, I think there is a drum roll. Hey, listen, I hear you, but listen to this drum roll. Let's see if it plays. Oh, it's got a at the end. Let's hear it one more time. All right, you ready? I'm going to hit it. It's only 2 on. I say entries. I must be hungry. 2 entries right now. So here we go. Drawing now. Let's hit it. 2 winners. One of them is going to be chosen bright. Woo!
Angelina.
Congratulations.
And good morning to Stephanie as well. Stephanie
And
Johnson.
good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Stephanie, that doesn't mean you didn't win. We still have seats available. So just think about that. And Angeline, all you have to do is text me. You have my number. Text me and I'll set you up, okay? You're in with us. I love it. Here's the other thing that you guys need to consider as well. Stephanie, get one of your friends to chime in and come in, wake them up and say, you got to be on this, you got to enter, because I want to get a chance to be, we're going to spin it again as long as I have at least 2 entries, right? So let's get winners in the room. Because guess what? Angeline just won. That's a winner.
Right. Congrats, Angeline. Yeah, and she always joins us in
Yay.
the morning. It's really
Absolutely.
great to have her win because she always supports in the morning. So thank you, Angeline.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Stephanie, you can do this. Go wake somebody up. What do you guys think about spending time with Danny C? I know I'm
I
super
love it.
excited.
I'll just jump right in and say I love spending time with Danny Z. Okay? if we're looking for someone to talk, you know that's me. I'm telling you, I try to spend every waking moment with him. Okay, it's really
It's a great idea. It's a great idea.
You throw that out there, nobody knows what to expect. That's all. Nobody knows what to expect. The truth of the matter is, I'm a loose cannon, and super excited to be there. So I can't wait. I can't wait to be with each and every one of you. And I challenge everybody who goes to Tampa to hit me with the hard questions and challenge me. Find a way for us to be successful together. That's what it's got to be about. I know Jose and I spend a lot of time together, and I cling to him like a spider monkey. And we beat up business, and we talk ideas and all of that stuff. And I grow as a business person. And anybody who's going should have that same attitude, not just towards me, but to everybody that's on this call and everybody that's there. We got to get in the room together.
I've got to jump on that and just say being in the room with Danny Z is something special. I've been in countless rooms with you at this point. I have lost track of how many rooms we've been in together and how many conversations we've had. But every single time I have a chat with you, whether it's in a big room and it's just me and you having a conversation as if we're the only two in the room, or it's in a meeting after the meeting and it's just me and you hanging out in the lobby of wherever we're at, right? Whatever the case is, you are the kind of person that always leaves a person in a better place than how you found them, right? You always tell people, and a mentor mindset, they always leave things in a better place than how you found them. Whether it's the restroom you go use in a public restroom and the sink is all wet and there's towels on the floor, like just tidy it up a little bit before you leave, like leave it in a better place. But you take that role and you take it to another level, which is leaving people in better places than how you found them, because you pour into people. You poured into me many times, and just enjoy the conversations we've had, because there's a lot of depth to Danny Z, right? You're not like a surface level person. You're not a surface level conversationalist, right? You like to go into the weeds of things, and I love that. So, and also I want to say congratulations to the winner, Angeline. Excited to see you again in the NYC event. Experience events going to be fantastic. And finally, another thought when it comes to execution, because again, that's our topic for today is execution. A lot of us are waiting to have the conditions right. Isn't that correct? Mm-hmm. So many of us want the conditions to be perfect, to be just right, to be cozy. And we're looking for different strategies on how we're going to get this done or that done. Maybe you don't need another strategy. Maybe you need a deadline. Mm-hmm. Right? Deadlines, it's amazing what deadlines can do when we put deadlines on things and say, I'm going to get this done by this date. And it's amazing how you can find a way to show up to something when you actually buy the ticket and then figure out, reverse engineer how to get there. Right? A lot of us are waiting for the clarity. We're waiting for that perfect clarity of saying, okay, now I see the path. I see the 30 steps. And I see the top of the steps, and I see exactly what needs to happen. No, sometimes you just see the one step, and you take that step in faith, walk by faith, not by sight, knowing what your desired outcome is, right? Because we wait for the clarity to move, but sometimes movement is required, and then the clarity shows up.
Action first. Yes.
Taking action. We have 3 people in the entree. I keep saying entree.
The entree.
You are hungry.
I'm always hungry. and I'm always hungry. But then I choose what to eat, because I don't want garbage in.
That's right.
I don't want garbage in. So, but I am always hungry. Here's the thing. If you've already entered and you enter again, you're taking somebody's chance to win. So please don't put yourself in if you've already entered again, just to help somebody out, because you're taking it away from somebody. Because if we roll it and your name comes up again, I'm just going to have to give it to somebody else. What? I'm just kidding. I won't do that to you. but just to be fair, hopefully it's 3 new entries, not somebody who's already won. And we're going to do that in about another 2 minutes. Listen, I'm all about giving. I don't care if we give out 10 tickets today, 10 seats, right? We're going to do it again next. Are you ready? Next Tuesday is the final one. So next Tuesday, tell everyone you know who needs to be in the room to join us next Tuesday. Uh-oh, that's it. You're being called out, Jose. That's it, Jose Escobar. So in 2 minutes, but in 2 minutes, we're gonna share something with you guys, right? What's the most important thing that we need to do when we're in the room? I'm gonna share one quick thing with you. Let's see if it's even here, if it's available for me to share it. And it is. And this is one of the things you have to do for memories. Take pictures. Take plenty of pictures. And it's about selfies. Take pictures with people that you're going to. Here's the thing that I've always done, and I know Jose does it. Now Lancelot's also doing it. I just take pictures of people. I take pictures of people and myself. We do selfies so then I can reply later on to their text messages, or even if I'm saying, hey, remember me? And then I send that selfie back. And they're like, oh, yeah, I remember meeting you. And then we can have a conversation. But if you're not taking selfies at an event, not just ours, any event you go to, you're missing out on an opportunity for people to remember who you are. Because, listen, when I get a business card, what do you think? It's on my desk. It's not even anywhere important to me. And the only reason I have this particular one is because Lancelot and I went this past weekend, and we went to this Aberdeen, right? Everdeen. It's a rooftop in New York City where the experience is just phenomenal. And if you're ever in New York, we're going to take you there. And we're going to do more events in New York too. But this one is Tampa. And we're looking to have some fun things in Tampa. Trust me, we have things lined up. Can I tell you? We have an exclusive club for VIP members only. Exclusive. We're already on the guest list. If you're exclusive with us, you're already on the guest list. You're going to get 10% off drinks at this particular after-hour place. We're getting there 10 p.m. on Saturday night. We're going to party. And then because it is a special place, they have cigars, and you get 10% off on cigars. And the admission, we're covering it. So you're good. So VIP is the way to go. Jose, do you ever go anywhere without being in VIP?
No, and typically I like to find a cigar lounge as well while I'm at it. So this is perfect.
And if I could say, some of the best times with the New York City experience is the meetings after the meetings. And so look forward to it, because that's when you get a chance to really get to know those that you had spent the day with. In the evening, as the what they call it, the breaking down your walls. That's the word I was looking for. As the walls break down, you get a chance to really experience who you're really dealing with. That's the best part of it, is the meetings after the meetings after the meetings. So I look forward to that.
Yeah, without a doubt. Are you guys ready? Let's take a look again. Whoops. Here we go. Who are we cheering on? Who are we cheering on? The winner. Ready? We're gonna draw it now. Here we go. Wait a minute. You won already.
Already won.
You won twice. That means you have to do push-ups when we see you. That's how I deal with things. You're a winner. You know how to do push-ups. If not, I'm going to make sure I teach you some. So here's the thing, right? I'm going to see if we can actually do it one more time. I got to go back to the app. Oh, draw again. I'm going to draw again. You guys ready? Because I want to get somebody else who didn't win yet into the room. So let me put it back up on stage, and I'm going to draw again. Here we go. Draw again. Aaron Sharif. Woo! Congratulations.
Woo, congrats.
Aaron, listen. Aaron, you don't even have my cell number. How on earth are you going to reach me? I'm going to show you. I'm going to share with you how easy it's going to be. And Aaron, you ready? Take my number. 516 242-8732. Now, if you're not an action taker, you're never going to reach out to me, and we won't let you in the room. You actually have to reach out to me. Once again, 516-242-8732. And I'm going to, I know we don't have enough entries to do it again. What do you guys say, Jose and Lancelot? What do you say if we go ahead and give another one away? What are your thoughts?
I thought that was already the plan.
Okay, Stephanie, you just won. Stephanie, you need to reach out to me, 516-242-8732. Stephanie, we're not doing a drawing for you. You just, because you've been here, you're with us, you got a ticket. So today we give away 3 seats, but you need to take action. Last time, 516-242-8732. If you don't blow up my phone, it ain't gonna happen for you. So I cannot take action for you. So do it, and I'll send you the information, and we'd love to have you in the room. But once again, can I ask you guys a question? What happens to people who take a little bit of action but don't follow through? Because this is what we're talking about, right? Who'd like to take that?
I'll share. Like, if you don't follow through, you know, everybody always says the fortune's in the follow-up, right? But you need to actually take that step to follow up and actually reach out to people and, you know, do that one thing that is going to make that connection. And when you're connecting with people, and I wanted to share this because we've been talking about this, is that when you're sharing and you're connecting with people, think about ways in your follow-up too, after you've met them, how you can help them, how you can serve the other person. It's not about you, it's about the other person. And how can you make them, you know, make them feel great, make them feel heard and wanted. Use your conversation. You know, we do have a camera, but we also have something else on every single phone. I believe it's on an Android. It's called voice notes. So after you've met somebody, take a little voice note and say, oh my God, I just met Renee Jackson Smith. She's amazing. Blah, 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 blah about your conversation, right? Take the voice note so that when you actually follow up, you can reference that conversation. And again, think about how you can either, you know, connect and make a partnership, or how you can help the other person and make it about them, not about you.
That's a good note. Using that memo, voice memo, yes.
Literally a good note on your phone.
A good note. Make it, but you know, it's one of the easiest things to do. And you know, what I love about doing that too is if you take the voice note and you then copy it and you stick it into your AI, your favorite AI bot, then it'll actually you can ask it to write the email for you if you really want to do it that way. But put your heart into it, you know, put feeling and you know, your own self and your personality into it. And you know, when you're putting yourself into it and that your heart into it, the other person is going to feel it. And I also highly recommend actually use your phone for the phone too. Like, you know, pick up the phone and call the person and say, hey, it was great meeting you. I just sent you a message. Like, I just sent you an email. Let them know. Because, you know, emails can actually go into this thing like abyss, you know, never land. But use the phone for a phone.
I immediately took down his phone number and texted him, and I'm even on the call. I just want you guys to know, okay? If you're watching this in replay, you take the number down, you make the connection. I sent him a picture of me so he knew it was me that was messaging him. And I told him how excited I was about Tampa. That's what I want from the people who are watching or participating, okay? Incredible.
By the way, my phone number is running across the bottom of the screen. In case you missed it, it's running across the bottom of the screen as well. And Jose, at one time, yes, I am getting text messages. So it's really incredible. And yes, I am getting text messages. Jose's
People
always.
executing.
I got to tell you, I love interacting with Jose because after an event, the guy's got 3,000 pictures on his phone. He takes pictures of
Yes, he
but here's
does.
the thing. He doesn't, yes, he does take selfies, don't get me wrong. But I love what he does, which is kind of rare, right? He takes pictures of other people being either getting an award or being on stage or doing something, and he shares them because he's elevating others. I believe in doing what he's doing also because when you elevate others, and even when they keep going up and up, at one point they're going to go, wait a minute, you helped me get up here. Come on with me. And so when you elevate others, they help elevate you. So don't be selfish at an event. And like Danny says all the time, he even said it to me, I'll do whatever it takes. I want your event to be exceptional. Elevate others because in the long run, it's a long game we're playing, people. It's not this short, let me do what I can do for the next week or just at this event. Let me show up in a way that people are going to know that they can count on me months later, that they can reach out to me months later. Anybody who has been to any of my events knows that they can reach out to me at any given time. And I do have 10 live shows, right? So
Can I
let's
add
go.
something real quick? I know that respectfully, I'm going to turn into a pumpkin in a minute or two and sneak off because I have another call, but I want to say something real quick. I had a personal conversation with a lady yesterday, just somebody that I had met here at this television shooting, and we were just having a private conversation. I didn't know her, she didn't know me, and she was just sharing what she was expecting to do and how she wanted to find success. And she literally at one point broke down into tears and said, it's just overwhelming the amount of work that needs to be done. And it is. You don't have to do it all in a day, but you have to do something today. You have to just do one thing. And if it takes months to accomplish, at least you will accomplish it. So you have to at least try. So to take it back to our original conversation when this started, it's about execution. It's about making sure that whatever today looks like is a positive step towards tomorrow. So when you're taking a look at what you're getting from us, as leaders on this call, and you're taking a look at what Tampa looks like, or any event that looks like, anything that you guys are working towards and that you're offering, you don't have to expect that one event is going to make everything perfect, but it's going to make it better and a step in the right direction. And we go to these, we put these on, and we do all of these because it's a consistent, constant, executionable step forward towards a successful future. So don't let it hold you back from moving forward. Do something today, literally today. Message Sifu. He's put his phone number out there. It's funny you're talking about Jose and his pictures. I texted you a picture that Jose took of me at an event. That's exactly what I texted to you, and you were right on the money when you said Jose takes pictures of other people, not for his benefit, but for his memory and for the understanding that a relationship has been built and that it's a memory that him and I can carry forward for the rest of our lives. Show up to the event, take the picture, shake the hand, meet the people, and do something that's going to change your life for the rest of your life, period.
Well, I've got to piggyback off of that really quick. Go ahead, Lancelot.
I was going to say that, and don't beat yourself up. Give yourself grace, because it's an actual skill. When you watch Jose and when he comes back with it's fascinating, and I have still yet to be able to duplicate that. But give yourself grace, because if you're not, you'll be in the building trying to do this and trying to do that, and maybe make sure I meet this person and take a picture of that person. Know that is what you're supposed to do, but then give yourself grace, because you will learn it. That's not a skill that you perfect the first day. But as long as you have the information, at least you know what you're there for. Because I still have an issue. Once I get into a room, I'm more into the interaction, and I forget to take the pictures. And before you know it, you've met 15 people and have nobody's name because you've been so engulfed in trying to, be authentic and in the moment. So it's not easy. It's not easy.
I
But
will have to say, Lancelot,
Thank Danny, because I know he's got to go. So
Yeah.
thank you, Danny, for
Go ahead.
being here.
Go ahead. I want to hear what Jose has to say too. I'm just as interested. I milk everybody for all the information I can get. A gem is about to fall out of him, and I'm not missing the chance.
Just very quickly, Lancelot, you said something powerful. You said, I'm still trying to, and I can't seem to, or I am. It doesn't work for me. Whatever you said, I forgot exactly what you said, but we cannot be hung by our tongue, right? Life and death is in the power of the spoken word. And what we say, we tend to hold on to and believe about ourselves until we say, hey, you know what? I go to events and I'm the best photographer in the room, and I take the most pictures. As you start to say those things out loud, you start to internalize it and believe it, and you become that person over time. So I will just say to all of us, not just to Lancelot, is we have to watch the words that come out of our mouth because they become a reality. Thoughts are things, right? And anyway, outside of that, I also wanted to say before I drop my golden nugget that he's looking for, if it wasn't that, is huge shout out to Mark Cox, founding member of the Connected Leaders Academy. I do see this comment here. He said this wonderful comment, Jose is the VIP. You're too kind, Mark Cox. You're too kind. And this is a card he sent me a while back of us in Vegas together. And if you haven't connected with Mark Cox, reach out to him. Beyond the Mat, Real Talk with Mark Cox's podcast, amazing. So much love to you, brother. And you should be in Tampa with us. He's in California, so you should come to Tampa and join us. So my final thought, really, for all of you here and for those that are watching and catching the replay as well, is very, very simple. Are you guys sitting down? Are you ready for this? I'm just curious.
yes.
Indecision is the most expensive business strategy in the world. Okay? Indecision is the most expensive business strategy. Stop being indecisive. Become a person that is an executive decision maker. Take massive action. It's okay to say no. If something is not in alignment, it's not for you, it's okay. But a lot of times it might be. And you're just trying to make sure all the stars are aligned. Sometimes it won't align. Sometimes you got to just take the action and clarity will show up. And then you reverse engineer the process. So that's my challenge to you. We want to see you in Tampa, Florida. Thank you so much.
I got to say, Tampa will expose who's serious. Did you hear that? Tampa will expose who's serious. And I think that it's not about strategy. You need movement. And, me and movement, I love to move, but not only physically, but mentally as well. And when you align yourself with the right people, you can do so much more because life depends on you to do more. Your life depends on you to do more. And when you align with the right people, the momentum builds up. Because we can all do things by ourselves. But could I do more things with Jose? Can I do more things with Lancelot? Can I do more things with Renee? Can I do more things with Jacqueline and with Danny Z? And for those of you who are going to be in the room, absolutely. And I love what Danny said. He's going to take from everyone he needs because that's growth. And it's not stealing. It's research and development, people. Research and development. That's what I say. Because I can develop myself more the more I research. But if I don't take action on my research and just become a brain person, that's it. That's all I have is not head knowledge. Head knowledge is great, but it doesn't serve you unless you're going to play Jeopardy, right? That's the only place where it's really, really good for you. Unless you're actually in the game of Jeopardy on television, you ain't going to win no money because you can yell at the screen all you want at home. That doesn't get you anything. So come to Tampa, join us in person.
All right.
Join us.
Guys.
And with that, we're going to leave you with another song. we're gonna leave, we're gonna get out, or maybe it's not a song, maybe it's a adios, amigos. See you next time.
All right, guys. Have a great week.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Super excited. It was such an amazing experience speaking, and I'm so energized and excited.
Everyone brought the energy, the motivation, and the tools to actually implement to accelerate as a business owner.
I'm really happy to hear the New York experience. We just had some of the speakers come up and they were fantastic.
Awesome experience. The quality of people and the quality of the speakers were truly inspirational.
Let me just tell you, the impact in the room, the energy in the room was unbelievable. If you miss this event, there's another event coming up in Tampa. You don't want to miss that event.
It's a revolution of rhythm and reason. A symphony of minds. A movement of momentum.
Sifu Rafael, Lancelot, Jose Escobar. Together they set the stage for brilliance.
Sifu Rafael with the New York City Mastermind Experience. I am here with Lancelot and Jose. We're taking it to Tampa.
Real excited to bring our New York City experience to another state. Tampa, watch out, because here we come.
Get your tickets today, folks. We want to see you in Tampa, Florida. Again, NYC Experience in Florida. Get there. Get your tickets now. We'll see you there.
Elevation, that's the sign.